Fear used to own me. It whispered in my ear when I woke up. It dictated what I did, what I avoided, and who I became. But one day, I realized, fear wasn't my enemy. It was my greatest teacher. Every time I ran from fear, I was running from growth. Every time I avoided pain, I avoided purpose. So I stopped running. I turned around, and I walked straight into the storm. That was the day my life changed. Not because the fear disappeared, but because I finally understood what it was trying to show me. These are the 5 ways I learned to embrace fear instead of running from it. Fear reveals what you care about most. Fear doesn't come to destroy you, it comes to expose you. The things that scare you the most are often the very things that define your soul's direction. Fear points like a compass, not away from what you should avoid, but directly toward what you need to face. Most people misunderstand fear. They think it's a sign of weakness, that feeling afraid means they're not ready. But fear isn't weakness, it's awareness. It's your mind acknowledging that you've stepped outside your comfort zone. And that's where evolution begins. Every great achievement I've ever made was preceded by fear. Fear before speaking in public, fear before leaving a job, fear before chasing a dream. But every time I faced it, that same fear became fuel. It's like lifting a heavy weight. Your body shakes not because you're weak, but because you're growing stronger. When you feel fear, don't run. Listen. It's a signal. It's showing you what you value deeply. Fear of failure means you care about success. Fear of judgment means you crave authenticity. Fear of loss means you're learning what truly matters. Once you understand that fear is not the enemy, but the mirror reflecting your deepest desires, it stops controlling you. You start walking toward it with curiosity, not resistance. And that's the first step to power, letting fear point you toward purpose. 2. Fear builds mental armor. When you run from fear, your mind becomes fragile. But when you confront it repeatedly, you become unbreakable. Fear is like a forge. Every moment inside it burns, but it shapes you. The people who walk through fear don't come out the same. They come out armored. The mind doesn't grow from comfort. It grows from stress, resistance, uncertainty. Every time you face fear, your brain rewires. It learns resilience, adapts to chaos, and builds grit. The more you walk into uncomfortable situations, the more your nervous system learns. I can survive this. Soon, the same things that once terrified you become your playground. You stop being shaken by storms because you've learned to live in them. Every fear you conquer becomes a brick in the foundation of your character. Public speaking, confrontation, risk, failure. Once they scared you, now they strengthen you. Because the only way to be fearless is to embrace fear until it loses its power. Courage isn't about the absence of fear. It's about moving despite it. And that movement, step by step, forges your mental armor stronger than steel. 3. Fear exposes the lies you tell yourself. Fear is the ultimate truth detector. It strips away your masks. When you're afraid, you can't fake confidence or pretend to be someone else. Fear shows you who you really are. Every fear you face whispers, you're not as in control as you think. And that's good, because control is an illusion. When you face fear, you confront the parts of yourself you've been hiding. Fear exposes your limits and gives you the opportunity to break them. It reveals your excuses and forces you to destroy them. It highlights your insecurities and invites you to outgrow them. I used to think fear meant something was wrong, but now I see it as clarity. Fear shows me where my self-image ends and my potential begins. If you're terrified to start something, it's usually because it matters deeply to your growth. The fear of failure is just the ego panicking, afraid of losing its identity. But if you listen closely, fear is actually guiding you toward freedom from that ego. When fear rises, it's life holding a mirror to your face saying, "Here, this is the part of you that still needs work." So don't hide from fear. Study it. It's the most honest feedback you'll ever get. 4. Fear is the gateway to mastery. Every master was once a coward. The difference is they stayed in the fire long enough to learn. Fear is not a wall, it's a door, but most people run before they realize it opens from the inside. To master anything, your craft, your emotions, your discipline, you must first master fear, because fear will always be there, before every decision, every risk, every new chapter. But mastery means you've learned to walk forward while shaking. When you embrace fear, you unlock repetition. You practice, you improve, you learn. The unknown stops paralyzing you and starts feeding you. You don't eliminate fear, you domesticate it. It becomes a companion that keeps you sharp, humble, alive. Masters aren't fearless. They're fluent in fear. They know how to feel it, interpret it, and act regardless. Every time you choose courage over comfort, your skills sharpen. Every time you act while afraid, your identity upgrades. You move from reacting to life to commanding it. Fear is the tuition fee for mastery. You pay it with discomfort. You earn wisdom with every step you take through the darkness. 5. Fear is proof you're still growing. If you're not afraid of anything, it's because you've stopped growing. Fear is life's way of reminding you, you're not done yet. Every stage of evolution comes with new fears. Fear of failure, fear of success, fear of fear of being seen. But the real danger isn't fear, it's comfort. Comfort is the silent killer of greatness. It whispers, you've done enough, stay here, rest. But growth only exists beyond that voice. You should be chasing fear daily, because fear means you're stretching. It means you're entering a new version of yourself. It means your potential is calling your name. When I feel fear now, I smile, because it's proof I'm still alive, still evolving, still pushing boundaries. I don't run from it. I study it, walk with it, use it as fuel. The moment fear disappears completely, it means you've stopped taking risks, stopped exploring, stopped becoming. And that's when you truly die, long before your body does. So don't aim to eliminate fear, aim to outgrow it. Make fear your daily ritual, and you'll never stop evolving. I no longer see fear as darkness. I see it as fire. It burns, yes, it hurts. It exposes every weakness, every doubt, but it also lights the path. I used to run from it. Now I run with it, because fear is not my enemy. It's my initiation. It's the test that life gives before it hands over strength. Every time I face it, I become more aware, more disciplined, more alive. So don't run from fear. Study it, embrace it, let it sculpt you, because the moment you stop running is the moment you start rising. And that is when fear finally bows to you.